Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We've got an email here from John.
Hello, gents. I've been studying a long time now, and no matter what I do, I find my time section scores oscillating from no questions missed to 3 missed. I get through all the questions with a couple of minutes to spare, and when I check what I missed on blind review, I get them right easily and usually very quickly. Sometimes it's a misread issue, but sometimes I feel like my brain just wasn't on for whatever reason, no matter how locked in I felt on the first pass. When I try to super double check, it feels unnatural. I get into time trouble and my score often gets worse. If there's any advice you could give me here on how to button up variance, that'd be great.
Your problem isn't variance, John. Your problem is that you miss questions sometimes. The reason why you missed that question is because you probably misread something. You misread one of the premises, you misread the conclusion, you didn't identify properly what the conclusion was. I missed a question last night in class because even though I had understood each premise, or even though I had understood each sentence, I did not understand how the sentences related to each other well enough that then I couldn't answer the question, or I answered it incorrectly because I didn't correctly identify the conclusion of the argument. You can miss questions because you don't understand the question that was asked. You can also miss questions because you didn't understand the wrong answer you picked or the right answer that you didn't pick. But there's lots of ways to struggle on questions and end up missing them because you simply didn't read it well enough. And I'm glad that you sometimes miss 0, but I agree that, you don't like it when you miss 3. You shouldn't like it when you miss any. And the solution to this is to get more granular. And instead of worrying about variance and instead of worrying about total score, you've got to just seriously investigate each one of those mistakes. Variance isn't your problem, but making mistakes is your problem. I don't know. How does John fix this?
Keep going.
Yeah, there's 2 hypotheses, right? I mean, I already talked about misreading, and misreading is half of your mistakes at every level. So I guarantee that John is misreading some things sometimes. Okay. But there also could be stuff that John just really doesn't understand. So John acknowledges that sometimes it's a misread issue. But John also says that when I check what I missed on blind review, I get them right easily and usually very quickly. Is that enough? Like, should John stop his process right there? Or might John
Yeah,
not be really reviewing properly?
possibly. I mean, getting it right very quickly, but then turning around and explaining why the wrong answer is wrong, why you chose it, why you didn't choose the right answer could be more revealing than just, oh, yeah, I can see why C works.
Yeah, we have to regularly give PSAs about blind review and explain what blind review really looks like compared
Hmm.
to what many people think blind review is. So if you think blind review is just do the question again, and if you get it right, you're good. That's not that's not the end. That should not be the end of your you shouldn't just get it right on the second chance and then go, oh, okay, so now I understand it. No.
Yeah.
Why is the wrong answer wrong? And why did you pick it? Why did you think it was right?
Yeah.
Why is that conclusively wrong?
Yeah.
And how did you pick it? You
Yeah.
vouched for that answer.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So, did you misread something or did you misunderstand something? John seems unwilling to acknowledge that he might misunderstand things, or he doesn't acknowledge anywhere in this email that he might have actually like had a deficiency of understanding. But
Hmm.
I think, he maybe all these mistakes are misreadings, but maybe some mistakes are actually related to misunderstandings. But John, if all you're going to do is, review that question, get it right easily and very quickly, and then move on to the next one. Okay, if it was a misread, then I guess I'm willing to say, okay, fine, you just misread that one. Although, then again, you picked a wrong answer and you also failed to pick the right answer. So did you really misread? Like, I mean, what did you misread? The wrong answer and the right answer? Or
Yeah.
did you misread the question, or did you misread I don't know. Like there might be more to it than just, oh, I misread that one.
Yeah.
Also, your ability to pick, this is the PSA that we always have to make. Your ability to pick the correct answer on a second go through is not impressive, because you know you missed it. You know what you picked originally. You know you have to pick a different answer. And, it's like you can probably go, oh, well, if it wasn't this one, it's got to be this other one. And I think what might have happened, John, is that you kind of narrowed it down to a 50-50 and picked the one that you thought was right. You didn't take the extra time there to really solve it. Like, it sounds like John is just confidently answering every question,
Yeah.
but then sometimes he misses them. John, I don't think you should be finishing with a couple minutes to spare. I'd rather you have 100% accuracy on your questions attempted, and sometimes that means you don't make it to 24 or 25. I think that would set you up better for success in the long run. Anything more for John?
No. Thanks for writing in.
Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.